Hey Aries, this is your honest talking tarot session. Okay, so let's get into it, Aries. Let's get into it, Aries placements. Aries, what do you need to be aware of, my love? What do you need to be aware of? After you guys, Aries, I'm taking a break from readings, and then how about that? Well, then again, I might do Aquarius and then Scorpio, and then take a break and come back. All right, Aries, what do you need to be aware of? Ooh, Aries, you need to be aware of third-party situations here. Or if you are single and ready to mingle and you are not obligated to anybody or committed to anybody, be aware of the people that you are dating. Okay, be aware of the people that you're bringing around you right now, Aries, okay? Because I feel like if you are not looking for marriage and commitment, this is what you're attracting, okay? You are attracting people that want marriage and commitment and change from you. And it's like the minute they start talking about commitment and you changing your mind about it, it's like you block them. Okay? So for some of you, that's what you need to do. You need to communicate to these people when you are dating them that I'm not looking to be married. I'm not looking to commit. I'm not looking, like, let people know up front what it is that you are looking for when you're dating, okay, Aries? Because I feel like a lot of the people that you're attracting, they look at you, they see that you're attractive, they see that they're your cup of tea, and they want solid commitments from you, okay? Or you could be the one that's looking for commitment, looking for change. And it's like every time you date someone, like you could have been dating 3 people, right? And it's like everyone that you date, it just falls apart. And I feel like the reason why it falls apart and these people block you or they leave you alone is because of lack of communication. You may need to start speaking up about how you truly feel. What it is that you truly want out of these relationships. Like there's a lack of communication here. Okay, someone needs to speak up, someone needs to speak their truth, and that's when you'll be able to really get what it is that you want. But you have to know what it is that you want. For others of you, you could be married to someone and your whole world could come crumbling down due to a third-party situation. And it's like you may block communication from someone because that's the best thing for right now. Okay, many of you may have manifested something or may have did some type of candle magic in some way, shape, or form, and it caused, like, people don't understand. Okay, because I don't know why Spirit's making me say this to you guys, but when you manipulate energy, right? Say, for instance, it's you lighting a candle for money. Some of you will manifest this money, but just as fast as you manifest it, you lost it. Why? Because there was supposed to be a spiritual lesson of you learning how to manage your money before you received a certain amount of money. But because you manipulated energy and got it a lot faster because you couldn't be patient and use divine... People talk about divine timing, but manifest shit. That's supposed to happen in divine timing. Now, it's one thing if you are utilizing candle magic for some type of healing, okay? Or to sustain something that came in divine timing. So say, for instance, you did the celibacy, you did the inner work, you did the shadow work, and God blessed you with a husband or a wife, right? You found your divine spouse, right? And then you're doing spell work to maintain that love, maintain, because this person naturally fell in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Or you had this job or this business that you created in divine timing and you are using spell work to sustain something that you've already waited for and you received. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, for you to do some type of magic or something like that, you created a situation that needed to occur in order to either make the love of your life with your partner a lot stronger, or you were praying for your person, your divine person, your divine counterpart, and the person you thought you was married to, it wasn't even that person, and then shit had to hit the fan in order for you to realize that, you know, that's not it. For others of you, it has nothing to do with candle magic, but it has a lot to do with the lack of communication that could bring positive change into your world. The thing is, you have to sit there and have the courage to heal whatever's stopping you from communicating. Whatever's stopping you, like if you have a sex addiction or something, like that could be something that was hidden. Somebody having a sex addiction of some way, shape, or form, like there's some type of healing that needs to occur. For some of you, if you're dating people and it's like it never goes right, it never goes well, it's because it's like you want your soulmate or your soulmate's being blocked from you, but it's like there's some healing that needs to occur within you, Aries. There's something within you that needs to change, that needs to be triggered into healing, and you taking action towards it, especially if it's like the people you date is just like, I could find better. I know I could find better. I know there's more out there for me, but there's something within you that keeps these connections from not staying around but for so long. Like, you can't just be stable and secure financially. You need to be stable and secure emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It has to be every aspect of your life, or there's always going to be something that comes up. And it's not to say that you have to be 110% healed, because I don't think anybody ever fully heals. Okay, I don't think that is the case. I feel like we just find better, healthier ways of coping with the shit that has transpired in our lives. Okay, instead of smoking a pack of bogeys a day, you go jog or you go walk in the park when you get stressed out. You get what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of healing, okay? Healing of relationships with self, healing with relationships of your children, healing from past relationships, because relationships with your parents, even if your parents are deceased, you have to learn how to forgive them, okay? Because if you don't, it's going to affect your future relationships. The stuff from the past that you won't let go of and you won't heal from will come up and trigger you in these new relationships. And then you're wondering why everything goes down shit's creek every time. Is because you have not healed from your past. You haven't even forgiven yourself for whatever mistakes you thought you may have made. And if you think that you made mistakes, well, then do you think God is a mistake? You believe in God? You think God sat there and made you go through what you went through as a mistake? No, there was a lesson behind that. You got to learn the lesson. And when you learn the lesson, you receive the blessing. Okay? There's something within you that needs to heal. Because all you're doing is attracting your counterpart. You could talk badly about whoever you dating, but guess what? They ain't nothing but a reflection of who you truly are. Okay. So be aware of that. When you point the finger, there's still 3 fingers pointing right back at you. Let's look at money and career for Aries. Aries, there's a new start, or you starting something over from scratch when it comes to money and career. Some of you may have had to spend all your money on something, okay? A situation came up, an accident may have came up. I did have a dream a couple months ago of an Aries like backing up out of their car and hitting like a minivan, or hitting their neighbor's car, or like the neighbor down the block is driving this way and you're backing out your driveway, and then you hit them, and it's like the money you had saved is like, damn, I don't want to go through insurance because then my insurance is going to go up. But I do have a couple of $100, a stack or two, you know, in the house. Hey, let me get this to you, and you know, go fix it on your own type shit without going through insurance type of thing. Like, that was the dream that I had. Some of you could be starting a new job. Some of you could be starting a brand new business. You could be rebranding yourself as well. Some of you could have just had, you know, some tough times. But I do feel like you have your ancestors here that is going to bless you with some random money, okay? Whether this is a scholarship, whether this is, you know, somebody, you know how they donate through channels and when you do live readings and things like that. Like, Spirit's going to be able to bless you. You went from 0 to 9, okay? Some of you may have lost your job, and next thing you know, because you took it as, okay, well, that job was no longer aligned with me. I completed my lesson. I completed my cycles there. Now I have 9 other opportunities coming my way, okay? For others of you, I do feel that the minute you rebrand yourself, or the minute you change something, or the minute you start something over and you actually stay consistent with it and stick with it, whatever things you wanted to, you imagine yourself doing or having, you'll get it. But you have to have the courage to face it, okay? You have to have the discipline to continue with it even when you don't see growth in it. I remember I was working overnight at Target before I had opened up my daycare. And I would work Target overnight, and then I would have my one daycare baby during the day. And I believed that I deserved to have a daycare. You know, before my daycare, I worked at my Nana's daycare. And I knew I was great at what I did, and I knew I loved my job. And before you knew it, I went from having 1 kid to 3 kids, from 3 kids to 9 kids, you know. And the thing is, you got to stay consistent. What if I gave up and said, oh, I only got 1 daycare baby after 2 months? And gave up and said, let me close the daycare. I would have never made it to having a full house of daycare kids. So it's like there's something that when you start it, complete it. When you start it, stay consistent with it. The thing is, you may be starting from square one right now, because it's like you need to really figure out what it is that you want. What do you truly, truly, truly want to do? And the minute you do it, that's when it's like your ancestors and spirit guides are going to put a stamp on it and make sure that it gets done. But you have to also stay consistent with this. Okay? I do see you going from filling out job application after job application, and then all of a sudden people are calling you back now. For others of you, you may have to get a certification in something. You may have to go back to school for 9 more months or 9 more years. Okay? Or you may have 9 more courses that you have to take before you can complete something. You got this, okay? Don't start something and not finish it. See it through, okay? So when it comes to your business, when it comes to your career, even if it's a job that you don't want to be at anymore, say you committed yourself to 3 months of doing it, or a year of doing it, or you may have 9 more years of doing it before you can retire. Complete it. You're going to be rewarded after you complete it, though, okay? So whatever you start, finish it, is what I'm hearing, okay, when it comes to money and career. And don't start something that you don't feel that you can complete. Let's look at family and friends for Aries. What's going on with family and friends for Aries? Well, when it comes to family and friends, you may just stick to your immediate family at this time, Aries, okay? You may stick to it just being your spouse and your children, or if it's just you and your spouse, then it's just that. Or it could be an earth sign that you're dating, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. For some of you, when it comes to family and friends, it's like you're coming together to heal. Because there's been like a slow movement within your family dynamic or your friend dynamic, okay? For some of you, it's like you may have had like 3 solid friends or family members that you could talk to about your ups and downs, your trials and your tribulations in life. And that may have come to a halt. And the reason why is because there's some things that you need to just do on your own. Okay, Aries? There may be some things that you may have 3 people from like your family group or your friend group that are going through losses, that are going through some type of pain and suffering. And you're like, I can't be that strong person for you because I'm going through my own things right now. Especially with the nodes, with the Aries North Node and then the Libra South Node. Some of you need to look at your 3rd house. Your 3rd house, wherever, if you have Aries in your 3rd house, I don't know why I'm getting Aries 3rd house. There is some healing that needs to occur before you can move forward. I forgot what the 3rd house ruled. But when it also comes to family and friend, there's a need for, I wonder if siblings has something. I don't know why I'm getting siblings. I don't know if siblings have anything to do with the 3rd house or not. But there's like something with coming together with your siblings. There could be 3 of you. Or you may not talk to 3 of your siblings, and there's a need to kind of like speak with them, come together with them. Because there's like something's, yeah, there's like an incompletion. There's like I don't know if there was like some type of court situation that happened, and ever since this court situation happened, or ever since something happened with a Libra that was involved, it's like everybody went their separate ways, but there was still pain. There was still arguing and unresolved issues. And this is why when it comes to family and friends, it's like you're just stuck. Or you just refuse to heal situations, and it's like you will only deal with these 3 people that are family members and friends. For some of you, when it comes to family and friends, it's like you come together with people, and then maybe it's like you feel like these people disappoint you in some way, shape, or form as well. Or it's like the 3 closest people to you, they disappointed you. For some of you, you may feel incomplete without like your clique. Like you may be a clique. Like there's 3. And you may be 1 out of the 3 in this clique. And it's like, y'all guys done been through it all together. But for some reason, that's not the case right now. You may have earth sign friends, air friends. I don't know why I feel like your love life has something to do with your family and your friends. I don't know if they influenced you to be with somebody, to come together with someone, only to realize that this wasn't it. It was more of a burden than happiness, and it's like you're just stuck. You could be explaining this to your family, like you got married and you had children and you did this, and it's like you're not happy with the decisions that you made. And one thing I've noticed too, like a lot of Aries placements get married very, very young and very early on in life. And then it switches. Like something clicks in their head and it's like you may have you guys are very impulsive. Like you're supposed to go off your instincts. And it's like you went off your instincts on something and you ended up getting disappointed. Yeah. When it comes, right now, Aries, do not, especially with Aries being in your first house, it's about you right now, okay? It's about what you want, what you need, how you want to do it, not nobody else. Do not. That's your spiritual lesson right now. What do you need? What do you want? How do you want to do it? Don't worry about your friends and your family because they're going to keep you stuck. They're going to have you making decisions that are not the best decision for you. Like, you need to go off your instincts, okay? Because some of you are going off the instincts of others and not yourself. For some of you, I really feel like you could be asking your family and friends how to go about something, but really you need to be asking yourself. That's the only answer you need is from self. And if that means you have to ground yourself and go within and do some shadow work, so be it before you can get that answer and that confirmation. So there may be a lot of self-reflecting at this time for you, Aries. A lot of really going within on what happened to you when you were a child. What happened to you when you were an adolescent? What happened to you when you was a young adult? And now it's like you made decisions in those years, those prominent years of your life for other people and never really for yourself. And it's like you've been conditioned to make your decisions off of other people and their feelings and never your own. It's time for you to worry about you. Okay? It's time for you to worry about you. How do you want to show up in your love lives? How do you want to show up in all your relationships with your family and your friends? And once you decide on how you want to show up, that's how you show up in life, okay? How do you want to show up for yourself? Let's look at love for Aries. Well, damn. There is avoidance in healing something in love, Aries, okay? Because there is a need for you to go within. Some of you can't obtain the love that you want or the abundance in love that you want until you do some self-reflecting and some healing on yourself, okay? There is a need for you to realize that money is not everything. Money cannot buy love. Money, and this is, the thing is too, some of you may date just for money because someone has money, because someone has some type of social status. And it's like you end up dating these people and still feeling unfulfilled because it's not always about what people have, Aries. And it's funny because last night I was watching TikTok and there was this guy that does like numerology. Capricorn, if you haven't done it yet. I did Capricorn's reading already, sweetie. I have it posted. That was the first reading that I did today. So you can go look. It's posted already. But Aries, it's like I was watching TikTok and there was this numerologist and they were saying that the biggest gold diggers were Aries and Capricorn people. And it's like they date for resources. They date for finances. Like they date for abundant lifestyles. And it's like, you're welcome. And it's like, but that's not enough. Just like how they say love isn't enough. Money isn't enough. Just because you have all the money in the world and all the resources in the world does not mean that that person is going to make you truly happy. That person's not going to make you feel seen. That person's not going to make you feel like you're on top of the world. So some of you have to really do some inner work and heal, because it's like a lot of you date that way for stability and security because you may have lacked that growing up as a child. You may have seen your parents not have a lot of money or resources or finances. So when it comes to you dating women or men, you want people that have more than enough. And sometimes you have to realize that Spirit may bring somebody into your life that may not have it all, but you guys could build abundance together. You may have the money and they may have the work ethic or the ideas. And it's like you finance their ideas, and by you financing their ideas, it'll take off. It'll bring more than what you invested in, 8 times more than what you invested in. For some of you, it's literally you healing your relationship with money to where you're stable, where you're secure. And when you're that way, you will automatically attract someone that will have just as much as you, if not more. Okay? You can't be brokey out here and then expecting to date a multi-millionaire, because some of them, they you can't even afford to be in the places that they're around to even meet these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta fix your relationship with your own resources. Because when you love yourself and you're able to take care of yourself financially, all you can do is offer love. I was like, this person can't offer me nothing because I got what I need for myself. But, and I can take care of self. So now that Aries can take care of self, I'm happy. Because I feel like for some of you too, you get annoyed with people when you date them because say they may have lack in resources or finances, or you may lack resources and finances, and because I feel like that's like the cause of your love relationships. You're like, all your arguments and fighting and stuff has something to do with finances and resources. And it's like, if you have your own and they have their own, there's no need for like secret competition here. Some of you could have dated a Virgo. Some of you could have dated an Aquarius here. But there is definitely a need when it comes. Some of you have a horrible relationship with money and it needs to be healed. You may even have an idea that this is what you need to do, get more grounded with your finances and your resources. Like Virgo energy, they're very particular. They're very books balanced and checked and stuff like that. And that's something that you need to heal. Because I don't see no love coming out here for your asses, really, Aries. But for the love of you changing your relationship with money. Okay? How you spend it, how you look at it, how you view it, how you make it. And just dating people for money is that shows a lack and an insecurity within you that needs to be healed as well. But let's get some homegirl advice for Aries. We have unicorn spirit. And we also have meditate to clear out the clutter. Okay, I think Cancer got meditate to clear out the clutter. You're 1 in a million, Aries. Okay. This unicorn spirit really gives me the energy of Aries being in the North Node right now and you being the main character. Like having main character energy. We have take it easy. Okay, some of you guys really need to take it easy on yourselves and stop beating yourself up for past things that have happened to you. Learn to forgive yourself. Learn to take one day at a time. Learn to not rush all the time. And it says all the answers are within you. Some of you need water therapy. Go to the pool, a saltwater pool. Go to the ocean. Take more baths. Take more showers. Be intentional when you're in the water, okay? Some of you need to intake more water, okay? Or like coconut water hydrates you better than water does, all right? And when you're drinking the water, the intent is for it to heal you, to purify you. And we have it's done. You can't do anything about it now. So for some of you, I feel like if you may have gotten divorced due to money issues, or you broke up with someone with money issues, or like things are just not going your way because of resources and finances, it's like there's nothing you can do about it now, about the past decisions you made, the past mistakes, the things you may have spent that money on. So it's like all you can do now is move forward and make better choices. And that's you also choosing to heal, okay? And that's something that you know is for your highest good. But Aries, that was your reading. And I'll see you later.